Good Friday evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are listening to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG. That is me. Good Friday evening. Well, now that that's over, we want to say the day after yesterday. That would be today. Technically, yes, the day after yesterday, which is Friday. And yesterday, of course, was Thanksgiving 2020. And today, again, is the day after yesterday. Hope that you're all doing well or swell, shall we say. Uh, we've got a plethora of things to talk about this evening. And, there's quite a bit that's going on. We're off to the races. We're off to the COVID increase in infections. We're off to the increase in the amount of death toll that will be rising. We're off to the coveted holiday season as we know it. And things in our lives right now are probably, and in some people's lives, are forever changed. It is unfortunate. People some of us do not heed the precautions that were given to us by the experts and what have you. And some of us are taking all of the necessary precautions that we can in order to keep ourselves and others safe as possible. With that being said, ladies and gents, boys and girls, please, 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 I ask each and every one of you, whether you are listening to me or not live, or whether you will be listening, to all of my loyal YouTube subscribers, as well as my occasional listeners, and to all of my up and coming subscribers. Please, please, please do what is necessary to keep you and your family, friends, coworkers, and the like as safe as possible. It is very dependent upon all of us to do the right thing. I am certain that we can get past this, but unfortunately, the light at the end of the tunnel is way down yonder, and it's shining. It's not very bright. It's a little dimly lit, but it's light down there at the end of the tunnel. But we are a far, far, far cry away from it. I would like to have been able to say that we can almost reach out and touch it, but that is down the road. But just know that this will not last forever. But in the meantime and in between time, we have to do our necessary part. Every single time that I come on to my channel, it is my responsibility, whether it's fiduciary or whether it's just a responsible individual that has a small platform. It is my responsibility to tell all of my listeners so that they can be informed and knowledgeable of situations that are occurring here and around us in our communities, states, and provinces, and wherever you live. Yes, Aaron, it was a peaceful holiday. Spent it alone, but it was good. Every day is a good day. God is good and continues to bless me. And hopefully he continues to bless each and every one of you as my loyal subscribers, supporters, and listeners. I don't mind being alone. Sometimes you have to learn to love yourself, and sometimes you have to learn to have patience, and you have to learn that how to get along with yourself. And with the things that's happening now here in the world, sometimes we have to do what we got to do. Thank you. Thank you. Same to you, Miss Monique. Happy to see you out this evening. But I was just saying, we do have to do what we need to do. And because I have a small YouTube channel, even if it was a large channel with millions of people, I would say the same thing and would do the same thing. And that's always inform my listeners so that if we know better, we can do better. And collectively, it takes all of us continuously working on this to combat things. Unfortunately, some people just don't seem to listen. And we got a long road ahead, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's shining dimly, but nevertheless, there is light at the end of the tunnel. I'm glad that yesterday is gone and today is today, and soon today will turn into tomorrow. But each day, as the days pass, ladies and gents, boys and girls, I must say that we get another chance. If and when God is willing, we get another chance to get it right. We get another chance to work on some things that maybe we didn't finish on yesterday that we can certainly finish or continue to work on today. So with that being said, I'm going to move right along. Again, I have a plethora of things to go over. It's going to be short and sweet, but nevertheless, I have some information for each and every one of you out here. Hope again that you're all doing well, or as well as you can be with the extenuating circumstances that's going on. The U.S. has surpassed right now, as I speak, over 13 million COVID cases. The expert, well, shall I say, our nation's top expert, or one of the top experts around, Dr. Fauci, stated this evening, as I was putting this together in my notes, that now and in the very near future, that this time may be the beginning of a dark holiday season, as the surge in coronavirus cases are likely to get even worse during the months of December, January, and February. Unfortunately, I really, really, really am praying that that the numbers don't go through the roof. But who knows? With the amount of people that was traveling, with the amount of people that had Thanksgiving feasts and parties and what have you on yesterday, and the amount of visiting from people that you hadn't seen in a while or in months or even since last year, I just hope and pray that things do not turn out as bad as the experts and the scientists have said that they would. But of course, time will tell, and give it about another 21 to 30 days and we'll all know. But I'm hoping for the best, preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best anyway. As you all know, or if you didn't know, tomorrow, which is Saturday, Saturday being Saturday the 28th of November, the year 2020, Small Business Saturday always comes after the Thanksgiving holiday for a number of years now. And Small Business Saturday basically is a day that's kind of set aside for people who are in business, small businesses, small merchants, to try to showcase their businesses in order to increase revenue, as well as to increase awareness that they even exist in the community right next door to you, right down the street, right across town from you. So I invite each and every one of you to, if you have a favorite small business, or if you know of a small business and you do need some ideas for gift ideas, or you want to send someone something, or even a little token, or hey, maybe even pick up something for yourself to treat yourself, because we all need a little treat every now and again to kind of take the edge off and kind of make things a little bit more palatable. I invite you all to go on your favorite small business's website and perhaps look around at the items that they have to offer. And perhaps you can order something from them, maybe for yourself, maybe a family member, maybe for a Christmas present, and have it sent to your loved one or your friend. It will help some of these businesses stay afloat. As we all know, small businesses are what carry our economic system. It's not necessarily just the large corporations. It is the small businesses with less than 500 employees or less than 150 employees is what carries our economic system. And right now, that is definitely being challenged by this virus, and so many people being sick and unemployed and out of work or underemployed as we speak. So it is important that we help to keep these businesses afloat. Tomorrow and the rest of this fourth quarter, which would be the rest of the month of December, will probably mean survival, or, to be honest, whether or not some people will have to close their business for good if they don't pull it through up by the bootstraps by the December 31st. So it is very critical that we shop at these small businesses if we can. Even if it's just a little something, it's better than nothing, just to help them out. Hey, Tim, I'm great. My Thanksgiving was good. I spent it alone, but that's okay. It was quiet and it was good. Thank you for asking, and I hope yours was good too. I'm glad to see that you came out this evening to join me on my my vlog and the slash podcast here. Thank you so much for your loyal support. Anyway, folks, back to the small businesses. You don't necessarily have to go in, but you can look them up if they have a website. Some don't have a website, but they do have a social media presence. A lot of times the social media presence will give you the information that you need in order to be able to do business, excuse me, with them. So with that being said, please, please, please keep it in your mind, keep it in the back of your head, write it down. And even if you're driving by, you can't get there tomorrow, or you can't look it up tonight or tomorrow, whatever, even next week or in the coming weeks, please don't forget to shop at one of your small businesses in and around your community. They can use all of the help that they can get right now. The next thing I want to talk about is scams. Scams, y'all. This is going to be a big topic, but I'm not going to stay on it very long. Unfortunately, people, when there is turmoil and when there is a huge issue that is going on in communities and across the nation, with problems like we have right now, a global pandemic and what have you, scams tend to always come up and surface and rear their ugly heads. Unfortunately, we have to contend with this. And the way to contend with it is to be informed. A lot of you may have elderly folks, or may have some people like your neighbor or coworker who just may not know, or take something cavalierly or what have you, and don't even realize that they're potentially being scammed or could potentially become scammed. And what I mean by that is there are 4 major scams that's going on right now that's ramping up as we speak, going into the holiday season. The first one I want to talk about is people getting phone calls on your cell phone. A lot of people do still have landlines, but not nearly as many as they used to be. People are calling and they are saying that they're posing as one of your relatives, perhaps your grandchild or your nephew or your niece or your cousin or your brother or your sister or your sister-in-law, whomever. And they're saying that this person is in some trouble and they need you to wire them some money. Please don't fall for that. Please don't fall for that. Hang the phone up immediately. And if you really think that one of your relatives or whomever that they posed as is saying that they need this assistance or whatever, call around, verify, and verify again if need be. Because too many times, hey Dennis, how are you? Glad to see that you could join us. I hope that you had a great Thanksgiving, and happy to see that you're here with me this evening. Thank you so much. But verify, y'all. Don't just give out any information, and please tell your elderly family members and your elderly neighbors, co-workers, or whomever, they prey up on the elderly to call these people and tell them all this craziness and have them pulling money out of their checking accounts, saving accounts, and could potentially wreck their financial health or their well-being. Definitely hang the phone up and definitely go and verify. The next scam that is going on is people have been soliciting things through the money apps, such as the Cash App, mainly Cash App, Vimo, and there's a couple of others. But the main ones that were brought to my attention and reading a couple of articles, and one of them was from a financial institution that had sent to me, a banking institution that I deal with, had sent the article, and it was very informative. It talked about this, and I brought it up just briefly last time that we were chatting, is they're potentially saying that they're going to send you some money, or someone is sending you some money. One, if this person, you don't know who they are, and out of the clear blue, they done call themselves go send you something through the Cash App or your Vimo app or Zelle or whomever, trust and believe. If it sounds too good to be true, more than likely 99.9.999% of the time it is too good to be true, and they're going to screw you over or try to screw you over or scam you. So don't fall for the okie doke, folks. Don't fall for the okie doke. There was a woman, she had this happen to her that I know about. Same thing happened. Basically, I'm going to bring it up again, is she got this text saying that, hey, you know, someone sending you some money, has blessed you with this X amount of dollars. And then they sent her a link to something, and she had to click this link and go through a couple things. And when she did, it basically took over her phone on her carrier's network. And next thing you know, I guess she had her Cash App was linked to her bank account, her checking account, or whatever it was, savings account. I don't know for certain, but it was one of her accounts. And they took X amount of dollars, like $999 out of this lady's account right before her very eyes. She literally watched it. And the institution that sent out the email blast to their customers at the bank, at the credit union where I deal with, whom I've dealt with for 15, 16 years now that I've been in the state of Georgia. They sent this out because it was one of their customers. And turns out, actually, I know the lady. I don't know her personally, but I know of her through someone else. But it was an actual thing that happened at a branch in another county here in Georgia, but it did occur. And what they did was they scammed her. Basically, she thought that someone was doing a good deed and sending her this money, and lo and behold, they did her a deed, all right, but they did her a dirty deed, and they grabbed her money out of her account. And before she could do anything about it, after hanging up, disconnecting the call, immediately calling the credit union, it was too late. That money was gone. Yes, she is in the process of having the money replaced by the credit union, but however, they wanted to make certain that all of their customers and their clientele heard about what was going on, so that they could better educate us, and so that we could spread the word about these kind of things that's happening, and that it's ramping up fast now that things are getting worse as far as the economic situation. People are thinking and being creative in all sorts of ways in order to scam us. Some of the people, they never going to do anything but be a scammer. They're never going to be anything but criminal in mind and criminal and do things criminal in nature. But it's up to us to stay informed, and it's up to us to stay in communication with each other and pass the word along to be able to look out for these things that are occurring. And we can put the brakes on ourselves. When we know better, we can do better as a community. The other thing is they are calling disabled people and elderly people and saying that they are from the IRS and or they are from the Social Security Administration. And they're telling them that they're going to stop their benefits or their retirement, or they have a lien against them because they did not pay their taxes for last year, which with all that's going on, we know, one, the IRS just does not randomly call people. They will send you a letter. We all should know that The Social Security Administration, guys, does not randomly call people on the telephone. Okay, they send you a what? Letter through the mail. Okay, every now and again, if you have conversed with someone at one of those particular agencies, government agencies, federal agencies, they will, if you've given them authorization to contact you via email for a response of some sort that you were looking for, then they will do that. But other than that, they do not even randomly email you under no circumstances. Okay. They do not reach out. They don't have time to sit on the phone and call people at random to discuss delinquencies and what have you. They send you a letter. A lot of times, if it's really delinquent and something's really serious, they're going to send it to you certified mail so that they have a receipt that says that you picked it up, or an adult who signed for it at your home, your residence, or wherever the hell you are, your box, your cave, your wherever you reside, or whatever, or wherever you get your mail. So please, y'all, let's be aware of the things that's going on so that we can put a stop to it, because people are losing money. And as we all know, as bad as things are, we don't have any extra money to give to a criminal or a thief. Okay, we just don't. I don't care how much money you have in your savings. I don't care. Things are too tight right now to have to give up some of your money, your hard-earned money, or your savings, or whatever it is that you have, to somebody who is worthless. So please, let's tell our elderly, tell our teenagers even are being targeted for some of these scams, because they're gullible, and people that are into this kind of underhanded dealing, they know that, so they'll grab them. So please, please, please tell your teenagers, tell your college age students, tell your college age nieces and nephews, or what have you, your daughters, your sons, your grandchildren, or whomever, your elderly parents, your elderly aunts and uncles or cousins. Tell them that this is going on. All it takes is a phone call. A lot of elderly people are on social media, are on, have email accounts or what have you. Some of them will read their text. So it doesn't take but a minute or half a second to reach out to these folks and give them this information. It is my pleasure to share it with you in hopes that someone out here needs this information, and it can be passed along and help someone or some parties save someone from financial ruins. The next thing I want to talk about, folks, is this time of the year, when you leave to go Christmas shopping or whatever it is you need to do, or go and pick up groceries curbside at Kroger or HEB Hib or Food Lion or whomever, wherever. Please be aware of your surroundings when you're leaving your home and what have you. Trust and believe there may be someone watching. Who knows? There are people that are riding around because they know that this is the time of the year more so than ever. People are getting things delivered to their house, such as their groceries, such as things that they need household wise that they've ordered from Walmart or Sam's Club or BJ's or Costco's or wherever the hell they got it from. They're riding around following the Amazon trucks, following the UPS people, following the FedEx trucks and what have you, following the damn post office cars and trucks. So please be aware of your surroundings when you back out of your driveway, when you leave your apartment, when you leave your building, when you're leaving school, when you're leaving work, whatever. Make sure that you know where you are and what it is that's around you at all times, because you never, ever know. Sometimes you leave your house, make the block and circle around. You'll be surprised what you might happen upon or what you may be able to put a stop to. Just so you know, I'm just passing this on because it's one of the hot things that's going on right now. Also, please, ladies, if you carry big, large purses, the purses are fabulous, fantastic. They look great and everything. Some people are still dressing. Some people are working from home, so they have no reason to carry these large bags or what have you right now. Please, please, please put those bags in your trunk of your car, on, down on the floorboard of the car somewhere where they can't really see it. When you stop at a red light or whatever, people in some of these downtown areas and places that now doesn't have the amount of people in the influx of people that normally would be out for the lunch hour, walking through the streets, going back to these high-rise buildings and stuff. Trust and believe. They're out there. They're lurking. They're trying to grab what they can, when they can, while they can, and they don't care who they inconvenience to get it. Trust and believe. Know where you are. Don't start wandering around and be all discombobulated or get turned around. Use your GPS. If you're in an area that you normally don't travel in, put your GPS on. Tell a friend, say, hey, I got to go over here and run an errand, but at least somebody else knows. These are just some precautions that I want to share with all of my family that I call family right here on my YouTube channel. I want to share these precautions because we can make a difference. This could be a matter of being safe or unsafe, or a matter of getting into a situation that you can quickly get yourself out of, or not being put in a bad situation like that. When you go to the gas stations, men, women, teenagers, whomever, y'all, please pay attention. Lock your door when you get out to go to pay. Don't pay at the pump. I've told you time and time again. I know it's convenient. I know it is. Stop paying at the pump. Okay, walk yourself in. Give yourself enough time. Try not to get into a hurry, y'all. Go inside or go to the window of the gas station or the convenience store or whatever and pay there. Reason being, one, you pay at the pump. You never know if they've put what they call a scanner. The scanner, these things are sticking more so than ever. They're these super, super high strength magnets and this super high strength tensile, triple and double strength, double-sided tape that they're putting, and you think you're scanning your card. You are, but they're also copying the damn card number down as fast as you scanning it. They're overseas some damn where copying down your numbers, working like little elves for Christmas, tapping into your bank account. And it may not happen right then and there, but 2 weeks down the line, you're not paying attention. And then you go to your bank account and all of a sudden you got a negative balance. And all you did was go to one grocery store. And 2 weeks prior to that, you filled up your vehicle. Something is seriously wrong. Go inside and pay for your gas. Lock your doors. Up here in the state of Georgia, just last week in Decatur, Georgia, which is a suburb right outside of the metro area or the perimeter area of Georgia, of Atlanta. This man, a man, gets out his car, unconcerned, no big deal. He gets out. All he was doing, he pulled into the gas station. The gas station's cameras were working. Pulls in. You see him put his little mask on his face, protects himself. He grabs a paper towel out of the little paper towel dispenser that was hanging on the pole at the gas station, grabs the handle for the gas pump, opens his flap on his car, begins to pump his gas. Then all of a sudden, like a minute later, you see this person, they drive up, this person crawls themselves out of the driver's side on the opposite side of the gas lane that this man was in, stoops down and almost is out there crawling on the concrete, slips himself inside of this man's car and tries to steal the man's car while the man is standing behind it pumping gas. Luckily, the man, I guess because the car kind of moved when the guy got in on the opposite side, the man realized that, why my car shakes? So he looked up and could see clearly inside, and you see this head kind of slouching down. So the man hurried around from where he was pumping his gas and snatched open his car door and went to putting a mix on that ass, because he was like, whoa, you're not getting ready to steal my fucking car. Wait, hold up, motherfucker, And luckily, the man didn't get shot, didn't get hurt, but he was hitting the guy so until the guy just decided to give in and jump his ass out and run. The other person that was in the car with him drove around so that the guy could get in, and they sped out of the parking lot of the gas station. That's ridiculous. But you got people out here that's doing the most, y'all. And it's sad. They're doing the most, y'all. It's sad. So I'm inviting each and every one of you to take the time to think about, and it's sad that we have to do this, but just be cautious and know where you are and what you're doing at all times. Try to make certain that you are as safe as you can be by locking your door. Even if you're going to stand there and not go inside of that gas station or convenience store to get your gas, and you're going to pump from the pump and pay at the pump, lock your door when you get out. At least if they try to pull up on the door, they can't get in. So please, please, please help yourself to do better, because you're being informed by Unapologetic Tea Time, your host, PG. Not that you don't know any better, not that you don't know that this is happening, because you do more than likely. But sometimes we don't think about certain things until somebody mentions it or it comes up in a conversation. So all I'm doing is just sharing. And they say sharing is what? Caring. And it's because I care, I'm going to give it to you. Hey, no frills, unapologetically, straight up, no chasers. We ain't cutting through the bullshit. We not adding no fluff. I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut, but it's news and information and things that you can use. So definitely do what you do. And if you know better, remember you can do better. Well, the other thing and the last few things that I want to talk about is Christmas time and what we're buying this year. Black Friday, that's today. Black Friday is almost over. However, it's not over. Black Friday has been going on and the sales have been going on for weeks now. And they will continue to ramp up and get a little bit better. Some will get a little not so good as things begin to drop off and slow down. However, if you're looking for particular things, particular items, I invite you always to look down below in this video as I continue when I go over on the YouTube, because right now I'm streaming on through StreamYard platform. But once I cross over to the platform of YouTube, in the description area, I will list some money saving apps, including Rakuten, including the app IBOTTA, including my new most favorite app now. One of my most favorite apps is Fetch and Fetch Rewards. And what that is a new app that it's been around for a little while, but it's an app that all you do is scan your receipts from wherever you've been, whether it's the gas station, the grocery store, a food restaurant, whatever. You scan the receipt, it gives you points, you redeem the points for gift cards, and you spend the gift cards wherever you want. I love it. It's great. There's a couple more. SHOPKICK is another one. It's an app kind of like IBOTTA. I have all of my referral codes next to these apps, and if you would like to go, they're free to download. They're free to try out. Use my referral code. You always are going to gain some extra points. Hey, it can't hurt. It can always do what? Help. And what we want to do right now, the way things are, we definitely want to save the most money that we can and spread whatever money and financials that we have. We want to be able to spread that so that we can get a little bit more bang for our buck. And that's all I'm trying to do, is give you something that you can have in your arsenal in order to save a few dollars, so that you can take those few dollars that you saved in order to buy something else with. Because always, we got to stay focused, and we have to keep preparing for when and if something should shut down, or when and if something else should pop up. If you know better, you can do better. And if you already prepared, then you don't have to get prepared. You're already there. So saving money right now is not an option. Saving money is very necessary so that you will have something, to hold on to in the interim in case something happens. Or you save money, you can purchase something else, or you could purchase a little bit more, put that up so that when and if something should happen, or we get shut down or something, y'all know that, hey, well, I got this in my pantry, I got this under the bed, I got some extra water, I have some extra tuna fish, Why? Because I use the Fetch app. Why? Because I use the IBOTTA app and I got money cash back because I purchased this anyway. I was going to buy it anyway. And plus they were giving me a few cents back on that item. So it all works together for the good of us. We're all in this together. So I'm definitely, y'all, going to always continue to do my part. I'm going to let you know now if I find out about it and it needs to be put out to the masses or whatever, I'm going to come up on my channel. Y'all already know, and I'm going to let you know because that's what I'm going to do, because I have a responsibility to you, my loyal subscribers and my listeners. I'm responsible for this channel. Okay? You don't have to come to my channel. You come because you want to come. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you. So absolutely guarantee positively, I am going to do what I can to make your lives better or to give you some information that you could pass on to make someone else's life a little bit better. That's what I'm going to do. Everybody might not do it. Everybody might not see it that way, but I'm going to share with you whatever it is I can and whatever it is that I know that would be beneficial to someone. I'm going to put it out here and I'm going to give it to you. Trust and believe I am. So you could take that to the what bank? The last thing before I close out, guys and gals, ladies and gents, is during this holiday time and during the time that we're not able to do the amount of celebrating that we did just this time last year. Don't forget that we need to send our packages, send off our cards, our care packages to service people or what have you, our just our token appreciation cards, our Merry Christmas cards, Happy Hanukkah, whatever else you do, Kwanzaa or whatever, and you need to get that stuff in the mail. Get it in the mail a little bit earlier than you normally would, for the simple reason things have slowed down exponentially in the postal system. Literally, I mailed a package on Saturday of last week. 7 days come tomorrow. I mailed a package on Saturday, priority mail. This package was only going to New Orleans, Louisiana. Okay. I sell on eBay. This is my 21st year of selling on eBay. I sell on Etsy. I sell on Amazon, Mercari, and on Poshmark. Okay. When I'm able to. When the PTSD and the depression and everything under the sun is not kicking my butt from A to Z, you know, I do sell some things to add a little extra to my income. Well, this wasn't an eBay package. This package was to my last surviving best friend for a little zuzus, a little snacks, and a little goodies for the holiday. And just because I'm thinking of you, I send this box. Well, she should have gotten the box on Tuesday. All right. Tuesday. Why, oh, why was the box just leaving Atlanta metropolitan area on Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday of this week, this past week. She's not expected to get the damn package now until what? Tomorrow. So, lesson learned. If you wanted to get to wherever it is it's going, you know, in a timely manner, please allow yourself a little extra time with the post office, with UPS, with FedEx, and whomever else. Mail it a little bit earlier than you normally would. Don't forget that postage has increased for package mailing. That happened the last part of October. And I believe it's going to go through the month of December. Then they're going to reevaluate and come back in January for the final increase for the postage, or they're going to decrease it again. The reason I know this is because I am a internet seller, and when things of that nature happen, y'all, the platforms that I sell on have to send out all of the sellers a notification letting them know that there will be an increase in postage. It's not coming from those platforms such as Amazon or eBay or Etsy or whomever. It's coming from the United States Post Office. It is what it is. So be prepared to pay a few dollars more than you paid last year for each package that you intend to mail out or ship out to your family, friends, loved ones, or whomever you're sending it to. Just to let you know this. You always can go on the USPS.org's website. I believe it's .org or .gov. It may even be USPS.com now. To that website, and you can get an estimate of how much it's going to cost to mail it. If you have a printer at home, a lot of times, instead of going in and paying the retail price across what they call across the counter, y'all, listen to me, across the counter at the post office, you can have a little bit of a discount if you purchase and print out the label, the shipping label for that package at home. You know, you can save anywhere from 80 cents to, I think, up to $3. I think $3.85, depending. So that is definitely another alternative in order to save a few dollars here and there, save a few cents here and there, is to print the postage, slap it on the damn box at your house, package it up, tape it up, and just carry it to the post office. Or right then and there on their website, you can also, y'all, order, put in a request for them to come physically to your home, your postal lady or your postal guy, physically walk up the steps or wherever you live, or come up the sidewalk or whatever, and pick that package up from you. That adds about another day or so to that package leaving. So just note, if you wanted to get to somewhere in a couple of days, then that means you need to mail it a few days earlier than you normally would if you're going to have the post office come and pick that package up from you. Basically, what they call a no-touch pickup. You set it out by your door when you know that they're coming, and then they come up and get it, and they scan it, and then they put it in their truck and go. So that's another alternative. I'm going to give you a company that I use, and it's very reputable, but it saves me a few dollars on every package that I have to ship, especially shipping heavy items through eBay. It's called Pirate Ship, just like a pirate bounty or booty. Pirateship.com. It's free for a little online account. I think all they ask for is your name, your address, your email address, and of course, you're going to have to put a credit card on file, or a debit card, or PayPal on file with them, so they can charge you whenever you purchase postage through them. And basically, you fill it out just like you were at the post office. Put the size of the box or the size of the envelope or whatever. Hey, they're going to ask you how much does it weigh, and you pick and choose how you want to send it, whether you want to send it priority mail, whether you want to send it priority mail in a bubble envelope, if you want to send it priority mail in a box, if you want to put it in a bag, or however, and they charge you accordingly. But I have found that I save about 25 to 30%, and that's a lot each time that I ship through them, instead of going through eBay, which does give me a discount, but it's not that of a substantial discount. The reason is because they only use, basically they're using cubic rate shipping, which is everything is measured to the inch, and whatever it takes up, they estimate what it's going to take up that space on their trucks or their cargo planes, and then they charge you accordingly, which gives you a little bit of a discount on top of that. So it's called pirateship.com. Go there, check them out. It can save you money. If you're not going to mail anything, and you know people at work or a family member or a friend or somebody else, your neighbor, that's going to mail a package or some packages for the holiday, introduce them to Pirate Ship. Tell them, hey, go over there, check it out, look around on the website. The website is safe. It is secure. It has the HTTPS for secure. And And I've not had a problem in the what is this? This is November, the end of November. I'm going on to the 3rd year almost. I think my 3rd year for pirate ship will be in January. So 2.5, almost 3 years now that I've used them, I've never had an issue. Besides that, when you are shipping something through regular USPS priority mail, instead of getting $50 insurance included, you get up to $100 worth of insurance on that item included. So if you had something that was $150, you only need to add, I think it's 90 cents to add another $50 or $100. So that's a savings right there as well. But when I use eBay or Etsy or Amazon and I have to use the post office services through them, then they only allow me $50 in insurance on any priority package that I send, whatever the value is. And then if that value, a lot of times the items are over $50, especially breakables or collectibles that I cannot replace, that I don't have another one to give the customer if it arrives broken, I have to put extra insurance. And that costs. Usually I end up having to absorb that cost on my end. A lot of times I can build certain things into the price, y'all, but a lot of times I can't. So it's just a little food for thought. They do give you an extra $50, which is equivalent to a $100 value on your items that you ship through pirate ship versus the post office, without adding any extra to it. So that's, right there, that's a little bit of a cost savings to me and to you as well. But it's called pirateship.com. I don't get anything. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I'm just sharing the knowledge. Again, y'all, it's been my pleasure to come on. It is the day after yesterday, which was Thanksgiving of 2020. We are fast approaching Small Business Saturday. Again, as a recap, I invite each and every one of you to doing this rest of this weekend and into the month of December. If you like a certain little place, whether it be a little small mom and pop coffee shop, or if it's a little donut place, or a little rinky-dink hole in the wall that sells jewelry or handmade items or whatever, please go over to or go on to their websites, to the small businesses, and give them a little bit of play. We oftentimes order stuff through Amazon, which is billions and billions of dollars and trillions of dollars. They don't need it. But the small businesses are suffering. I invite each and every one of you to take time and spend a couple of dollars with your favorite small business to help them stay afloat during this tumultuous time that we're living in right now. Because this month and going into the last month in the 4th quarter of this year, which is December to the 31st, this is going to be it for some businesses. It's going to either make them or break them, unfortunately. Some of them are going to close their doors forever, and some of them are going to have to lay off some more people and do some things that they don't want to do. But when we are able to step up and help some of them by Small Business Saturday and going and patronizing them, sometimes they can pull themselves up by the bootstraps. So don't forget about your small businesses in your area, in your communities, counties, parishes, and townships. Don't forget. Thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. It is my pleasure to bring you the information that I have shared with you this evening, and I will continue to do my best in order to make things a little bit more palatable for all of us. Once again, someone out there needs to hear the words, I love you. PG loves you. Don't forget that trouble doesn't last always. Can't tell you when it's going to end. I can't tell you how long this storm will be passing, but sooner or later, the storm will subside, the winds will cease, and the trouble will stop. But until then, each one teach one, each one care about one, and we can do this together to get ahead. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy what's left of your upcoming weekend. And please, please be safe. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and do what it is necessary that you need to do for you and your family. Much love to you, Aaron. Love you, Tim. Love you, Dennis. Miss Monique, if you're still on, thank you for stopping in. Love you too. Bye now.